Number 10, MV Agusta F3RR. Top speed 170 miles per hour, 275 kilometers an hour. At number 10 is the not-so-famous Italian superbike whose puny engine has enough grunt to propel it to a top speed of 275 kilometers an hour in a matter of seconds. With a peak power output of 147 horsepower and a 0 to 100 km per hour time of just 3 seconds, it holds the record of being tied for the fastest 800cc motorcycle. Despite its athletic performance, the Special Edition F3 bears a rather affordable price tag of $27,000. Number 9, 2023 Yamaha R1 GYTR. Top speed 186 miles per hour, 299 kilometers an hour. Holding the 9th spot is the all-new R1 GYTR, which represents the very pinnacle of Yamaha's engineering and technological advancements. At its heart is a tried and tested 200 horsepower engine that helps it conquer the 0 to 100 km/h mark in just 3.1 seconds. With a top speed of 299 kilometers an hour and various MotoGP technologies underneath its fairing, the $31,000 R1 GYTR is surely a bike worth experiencing for every seasoned rider. Number 8, Suzuki Hayabusa Gen 3. Top speed 186 miles per hour, 300 plus kilometers an hour. Ranking at number 8, the legendary Japanese supersport motorcycle is known all over the world for its heritage and the unique riding experience it delivers. As far as superbikes go, the Hayabusa is a bit bulky, but it still manages to achieve 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 3.2 seconds and a top speed that's restricted to 300 kilometers an hour. Powered by the famed 1340cc engine, the latest generation costs $28,000. Number 7, Aprilia RSV4 1100 Factory. Top speed 190 miles per hour, 305 kilometers an hour. At number 7 lies the 1100cc Italian superbike that's made a name for itself due to its unique styling and rather impressive performance with a racing DNA and 217 horsepower. The RSV4 Factory Edition not only achieves a top speed of 305 kilometers an hour, but also rockets to 100 kilometers an hour from a standstill in just 3.3 seconds. Despite a wide array of features and styling that's hard for anyone to dislike, the Italian superbike comes in at $26,000. Number 6, BMW M1000RR. Top speed 196 miles per hour, 315 kilometers an hour. Securing the number 6 spot is the beefed-up version of the BMW S1000RR. Tweaked for track racing, the M version is noticeably different from its equally potent but simpler twin brother. The 205 horsepower engine continues to push the bike to 315 kilometers an hour with the 0 to 100 kilometer an hour time coming in at 3.1 seconds. The top German superbike's price tag of $33,000 reflects its mighty stature and the engineering that's gone into making it a top-notch track machine. Number 5, Honda CBR 1000RR Fireblade SP. Top speed 208 miles per hour, 335 kilometers an hour. In 5th position is the racing edition of the Honda CBR 1000RR. Its name is certainly a mouthful, but so are the Japanese superbike's features and the performance. The 100cc engine may not be all new, but it has been fiddled with quite a bit. The 215 horsepower produced as a result is sufficient for a 0 to 100 km an hour time of 3.2 seconds and a top speed of 335 kilometers an hour. The track-focused performance comes at a slight premium, and the bike costs $29,000. Number 4, Ducati Panigale V4R. Top speed 230 miles per hour, 370 kilometers an hour. The 4th position holder is none other than the racing version of the famous Ducati Panigale V4. The iconic Italian superbike is known throughout the world for its racing red color, top performance, and striking looks. As for the V4R, its unique 1000cc engine produces an unprecedented 240 horsepower, plenty enough to scare many riders. 0 to 100 km an hour is clocked at 3 seconds, whereas top speed is recorded at an unbelievable 370 kilometers an hour. The sprightly bike comes in at $25,000. Number 3, MTT 420RR. Top speed, 248 miles per hour, 400 kilometers an hour. The third-ranking two-wheeler isn't your average superbike. Instead, it's powered by a Rolls-Royce gas turbine engine, which is highly unusual since Rolls-Royce engines are only seen on aircrafts. The bizarre engine puts out equally astonishing performance figures. Thanks to its 320 horsepower, the MTT 420RR is capable of achieving 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 2.2 seconds and a peak acceleration of 400 kilometers an hour. The one-off superbike bears an eye-watering price tag of $250,000. Number 2. Kawasaki Ninja H2R. Top speed, 250 miles per hour, 400 plus kilometers an hour. Occupying the runner-up position is Kawasaki's track-only beast that has solidified its position as the world's fastest mainstream superbike. The 1000cc supercharged engine delivers a mammoth 310 horsepower that's ample to push it to speeds in excess of 400 kilometers an hour. The 0 to 100 kilometer an hour time comes in at 2.9 seconds, but the second most standout factor is the $55,000 price tag of the carbon fiber draped superbike that keeps its weight to an optimum level and delivers its signature looks. Number 1. Dodge Tomahawk. Top speed 300 miles per hour, 480 plus kilometers an hour. The fastest bike on the list is technically a bike, but the chances are you'll ever see a bike like this in your life are quite rare. Powered by a giant American V8 engine, the Tomahawk can blast off to a claimed top speed of 480 kilometers an hour with a 0 to 100 kilometer an hour time of just 2.6 seconds. Due to its unconventional design, the monster of a bike weighs in at a massive 680 kilograms. Production was quite limited. Nevertheless, the Tomahawk will set you back $555,000.